Hi everyone, I'm back. I'm Denise with Spiritual Growth Tarot with a reading for Donald Trump for Saturday, August 29th. The first deck up here, I'm going to draw 5 cards for what he's doing for the day. And this next deck will be for what he's receiving and what's his karma, based on his actions. And many times these are, behind the scenes energies. So it may or may not be in the news. Okay. And he's receiving. And the karma, receiving karma, actions, reactions. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, justice. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. I get that a lot with him. And this one as well, the 4 of Pentacles. And the Star. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. And then what he's receiving or what his karma is, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, again the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. The Ace of Cups. Ooh, I think that was in the other day for him. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. So with the Justice card here, for what he's doing, he's trying to tip the scales in his favor. He's trying to work it, He's trying to work the money into ways that are not fair for us, but they're only fair for him, because he's always got his hand out for the money. Always, always, always. That never seems to change. And with that 8 of Pentacles, there's often, if it were the reversed, meaning, which with him I pretty much have to read everything inverted because he doesn't come from a clear place. But the injustice, because he's working his skills in a negative way to just feed himself, to just put more money into his coffers, because he's really trying to hold on to everything he can. And he's using his star power, whatever he has. He's definitely no star to me, and I'm sure to most of you as well. I can't imagine. Yeah, no. But, he's using that. He's working it. He's trying to hold on to his fame, is what I'm getting. He's doing everything he can to hold on to his fame. So this would have to do with his relationship with Bill Barr, because he's the only guy that... well, that's not true. He's not the only guy in the Justice Department, and he's not the only attorney, but he's the big kahuna in the Justice Department, in the DOJ, which is, he's acting as if he's Donald Trump's lawyer rather than, or Donald Trump's, attorney general rather than overall the United States, which is what he took an oath for. So I did a reading on him a long time ago. I'm pretty sure it was pretty negative for his future, but I can always go into it again later on if you guys want. So what Donald Trump is receiving with the Knight of Pentacles, this is just that plodding along to get more money, people bringing you more money, but it's also when it's in the inverted position, it's like you're just being really stuck. Just being really stuck financially. And it's because of the people he's been in bed with to get the money. It's because of the partnerships. This is like, the Mercers and Eric Prince and anybody that would put money into his campaign to help him stay in power. So then, eventually that probably lightens their tax load, or maybe they're in on the whole money laundering, motivation. Maybe that's what's motivating them to hold him where he is. But his karma is kind of stuck until he, ever gets to the place where he will feel his feelings and notice that money is not the only thing that matters. Now also, yes, I'm feeling like these are both inverted, like feeling stuck because the emotional body doesn't flow, doesn't work correctly. But also with the Queen of Swords here, there's karma with female, any feminine force, any female that would stand up for the truth. This could be karma with his ex-wife Ivana and Marla, both, any ex-wife, because the Queen of Swords is often a divorced woman. And, Tiffany went and spoke up, did some kind of speech. I didn't watch it. I can't. I just can't. I can't watch them. I've got little snippets of videos that my Facebook friends have posted and things I've found, but other than that, I can take about 3 seconds, like, okay. You can feel the energy, so it's enough. But with the Queen of Swords here, this reminds me of Marla Maples and her daughter Tiffany. And I think that he has karma because he bought that relationship. He's the one that has given money to Marla and to Tiffany to get them to, or maybe they're financially dependent on him to some great point, some great degree. So it's like they could have their hand out to him for money, and then he's got all that karma with them. It's the basis of his relationships, honestly. Everyone signs an NDA. Everyone is there just to get money or fame, or both, right? Fame and money, or both. And the poor guy, he doesn't know what it feels like to really be loved just for who he is. And he won't get that until he loves himself for who he is, and he separates his money from his identity and becomes just a regular guy in some lifetime. It's not happening in this lifetime. It certainly doesn't look that way to me. So, just for fun, I got this new deck. It's the Siecle, French, for, I guess, end of the century Kipper. So it's, I would prefer that there were, like, people of color in a lot of these cards, and they just, unless you go searching for those decks, they don't come through, and often they're very expensive, and often they're not in alignment with the traditional, meanings of the cards. But someday, I'm praying for that. I'm putting that out there. I would love to see more people of color in more of these decks. But so this one, it's kind of Victorian in the. But I'm just hearing it's okay because it goes really well with Trump's lineage. Wow. Okay. So my question is, what do we need to know about him? Well, I want to see his future. I want to see his future, and I want to see his success or not. November, in winning in November. Why not? We can ask that, right? We can ask anything we want. Okay, so his future as far as his success in winning the presidency for 2020. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have the mature woman. Now some of these are going to be stop cards where you kind of, like stop put a period at the end of a sentence. So bear with me while I find my way with this. Okay. And in this deck there's a few extra cards that you don't normally see. Beyond the 36, which is why we have 37 and 39 here. And 38. Okay. Well, actually looks pretty straightforward. So there's a woman, someone at least over 40 and maybe 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever. There's a woman in some official capacity. This doesn't have to be a man. But we're in the realm with the official person. We're in the realm of rules and regulations, courts of law. Well, there's actually there's a court card, so it's more like the rules and regulations. Military, but also therapists, things like that, counselors, doctors, anybody, that has a certificate or has extensive training. So I think this is a woman who has power, a woman who has power in the community and does not like the poverty that's been created. But so there's, and for him, because you have to focus back into him, there's poverty coming his way where it looks, maybe because some sudden, the money that's been coming in, the big money that's been coming in to the campaign, and especially coming from a wealthy donor. But all this takes away. So what's going to happen? It looks to me like he's headed, and I didn't put a time frame on this, so I can't say how long it will take. But there's someone this could be an attorney. This could very well be a female attorney who gets together with a community, because it gets together with the rest of us and other official committees and things like that, because there's poverty that has been happening while he's been making money. A lot of people are suffering, but he's making a lot of money, so there's that karma he's got going on there, and it's the double meaning here. Now, it's not just a woman that has, the official capacity. There's also some wealthy donors. I mean, we have the two wealthy people. So that might be that they go with him. This could be Ivanka and Jared, because these are, they're about in that age group. This is older, and this is younger. These two are younger. But so even if he makes off with some money, he's not going to win. He's not going to win, and he's not going to win because of the fact that he has been taking money. because he's been receiving a lot of great fortune, and this woman, and she may be over. It's not. It could be that it's not just one woman, but someone in a legal capacity, and there's a few of them, know about what he's been doing. The pulling in of the money, and this brings him, not only the despair that everybody else is going through with the coronavirus because he hasn't handled it correctly, and none of us are, protected, and nobody wants to come into our country either. It's so tourism and travel, everything is just because it wasn't handled right from the beginning. There's despair around that. And I think this is more immediate. I think that these cards here are more immediate. But I have to remember, always go back to the question. My focus was just on him and his future. But I think we're seeing the reasons for his future, which is despair. And this may be long down the road when he's actually having to, work for a living and be in some type of poverty. Because that's it. At some point in his evolution, he's going to have to go through that so that he can learn that his money is not, who he is. And there's no reason to, accumulate more than you need and your family could need for, their lifetimes. I mean, it's honestly, yeah. So it does. I would say, as far as winning, I don't see him winning, and I see that the reason he doesn't win for the presidency for 2020, the reason he doesn't win is because it's so easy to see the money that he's funneled into. He's violated the emoluments clause, and they're right before our eyes violating the Hatch Act. These are laws that are in the Constitution. These are amendments to the Constitution. So, yeah, he's not going to win. He's not going to win, and I think if this is Jared or Don Jr. or anyone else, that's been one of his followers, supporters, they're going down with him, it looks to me. And I really do think this is Ivanka. Yeah. Okay, well, that was interesting. Okay, you guys, that's all I have for today. Take good care. Have a good weekend. Bye.